Mm-hmm. Hello, and welcome to Joanne's Cosmic Energy. I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and today I'm going to be bringing you the weekly forecast and also the astrological signs for the entire month of October. But before we go there, I'd like to take a moment just to thank my sponsors that have helped me get to this point. I'd like to thank Sherry Simpson, who is an intuitive business guide. She helps women release blocks so they can perform productively in their business. Then we also have Raquel, our massage therapist. And then we also have Nick Rafter, who's our real estate agent, who's going to actually help you buy your home or your apartment so you can feel fresh and ready to go. So here we go. We're going to move in to the forecast as I plan. So we're going to start with Wednesday and work our way through Sunday, since after all, today is Wednesday. Just want to make a note that we're just coming off of a full moon's energy. Today's actually the last day that we're going to feel the intensity of this full moon that took place on October 14th. And I'm sure many of you were feeling the intensity of this energy as it was. It was an Aries, fire energy. And it really took us to another level, shifted us, enforced us to level up with this energy. So today, as of this evening, probably by midnight, you'll start to feel like your energy shifts and get to a place of more calmness and peace, and not so up and about, feeling like you're on fire. So I'd like to start off with today's energy, which is October 16th, 2019. So when we think about cosmic energy and we think about numerology, I'd like you to understand that with numerology, it's all about taking all your numbers to a single digit. And what we're going to do today is with October, we're going to look at the actual day, the 1, followed by a 0. Anytime a number is followed by a 0, its power is so powerful. So it's not just a regular 1, it's a power 1. So when we think about the power 1, we have a new beginning for the whole month of October. October is almost like a tease to when we think about the 2019 energy, which is that 3, and we add the 3 and the 1, that's a 4. So it's almost like a tease of what 2020 is going to be like. So I'm hoping that you brace yourself for this energy for October, because as it is a tease. So when we think about that 1 energy, and then we go into the 16, that brings us to a 7. So that 1 and 7 is an 8 energy day. So today specifically, that 7 is all about how you're reflecting, how you're analyzing, how you're sitting quietly and meditating. So that might be what you're feeling like you want to do today. And then you take that 7 and the 1, you add that 8. And then you take the 3 from 2019. And I want you to be mindful about that 2019, because as we speak about the forecast for the entire week, I'm going to be constantly focusing on that 2019 energy, which is our universal energy. Every one of us in the world are collectively working in a 3 energy, which is all about communicating, creating, and manifesting. So the big question is, so far, we've gone through 10 months of 2019. We're midway through October. What have you created? What have you manifested? And what have you been communicating about? Is what you've been creating part of what you're communicating about? So I'd like to take a moment to give all the shout outs to everyone who's joining right now on Facebook. Thank you for the hearts and loves. So when we think about the 7 and the 1 and the 3 energy, we get an 11. That's a master number. That 11, when we break it down it comes down to a 2. So when you really think about this energy for the entire day, it's really about a 2, a partnership that we have with ourselves. And then when we take that 16 again, you got that 7. So it's that partnership we have with our higher self as we sit in meditation. So it's a really powerful day to take some time, anytime throughout the day, to sit quietly and allow yourself to close your eyes and really sit in silence so you can really connect on an internal level, on a much deeper level, and see what you need to hear and what you need to see by sitting quietly and with your eyes closed. It's a partnership day, so it's really about connecting on a higher self. It's not about intimate partnerships. It's about connecting with you and connecting with your higher power and connecting with your higher self. So it's that type of partnership day. Now let's move into Thursday. After all, that's where we're going to tomorrow. So you may want to get a pen and paper so you can jot down some of this information. As we move into tomorrow's energy, again, we have that 1. And now tomorrow's the 17th. So it's an 8 energy. So it's an abundance day. So what I like to leave with you for today, to start off with, many of us are going to be looking at our finances tomorrow. We're going to be looking how we spend money, how we save money, how we're investing our money. And you may also find that tomorrow you tend to spend a little more money than usual because 8 energies often do that. So when we have that 8 and 1, you get a 9 energy. We're going back to that 3 again. So we get a 12. Now break that 12 down to a single digit, you get a 3. So now tomorrow's energy is all about communicating. How are you going to communicate? How are you communicating with yourself? Do you start your day off in prayer and meditation? Or do you just start diving right into your day without taking a moment to be grateful for the fact that you even woke up? Because that's a gift. And I'd like you to start looking at your life as a gift, that you've been chosen by your higher power to have another day to do what it is you are here to do. Or dive into what it is you're supposed to be doing if you haven't started it yet. So the key component for tomorrow is all about communication. Communication. How are you going to communicate? And in reference to communicating, as we said, the collective energy, which is what tomorrow is, it's also about creating. So I like to hear from some of you, all of you, how are you using your creativity? You know, are you drawing? Are you writing? Are you singing? Are you dancing? How is your creativity showing up in your life? So I want you to think about that. And feel free to leave it in the comments. I would love to hear that. Love to hear how you are communicating. And yes, Keisha, definitely prayer, meditation, and gratitude is number 1 for communication for tomorrow. Let's move into Friday's energy. So again, we got that 1 energy, which is all about the new beginnings. The entire month of October is new beginnings, new opportunities. Breaking down doors is what October is all about. And I'm hoping that you're feeling that energy of October because that's what it's all about, new beginnings. Then we have 18, which is Friday's energy. So when we think about the 1 and the 8, that 8 energy, again, is like our Thursday energy. So with that 1 and 8, you get a 9. So now, as we focus on 9 for Friday, Friday is a day to declutter. Perhaps maybe we'll have some rain, so you're being forced to stay in the house like we are today. And if that's the case, it's a good opportunity to take advantage of decluttering your space. Decluttering the space, I like to almost say this would be a great time to start doing your winter cleaning so you can get yourself prepared for New Year with this 9 energy. So decluttering, transforming, letting go of what no longer serves you. Now, when you look at that 1 and 9, and again, we have our 3 from our collective energy, we get a 13. That 13 in a single digit is a 4. So Friday is really about organizing and balancing yourself. Again, back to the decluttering, where we're going to focus in on decluttering the stuff so we can organize our space. Perhaps go through your filing drawers at work and get rid of old files that no longer belong in the drawer. Put them in a recycle drawer so you can make space for the new clients and customers that are coming in. Because again, understand that if you want to bring new into your experience, you have to be willing to let things go so you open the space up to bring the new into your experience. And along with the balance, so really learning to balance your mind, body, and spirit, and learning to balance your play and work time, which is Friday's energy. Now, let's move into Saturday. And I'm hoping you're with me because there's a lot of information to take in, and it's insightful. And we will have a recap, so no worries. Let's go into our Saturday's energy. Now, Saturday's energy is a 19. Which brings us back to a 1. So when we think about that 1, followed by a 0, very powerful day. So Saturday is a completely new beginning day. Again, break down the doors, opportunities coming your way, possibilities. I like you to take the opportunity to allow yourself to sit quietly so you can visualize these new opportunities that come into your pathway. Now let's add up our 2 1s and our 3 from that collective energy. And let's focus in on that 5, because that's what we get. Now, we all by now know 5 is all about change. So between the beginning of the week where we had the partnerships, the communication, the organizing, now we come into change. What are you willing to change? Whether it's changing the way your office space looks or changing the way your house looks, the bedroom looks, wherever you're looking to activate energy is where you want to make a change. So again, key component here is to recognize that when you want to bring something new in, you have to be willing to let something go, which is the change. If you're expecting to get a brand new car, but yet you have your old dumpling car sitting in the driveway taking up space, you're not going to be prepared for the new car to come in. So advice, take the old car, and either sell it or donate, repaint your pathway so you can get that new car in the driveway. And there's change. Now, with change comes freedom. Now, how are you going to change things so you can gain freedom? And what kind of freedom are you looking for? Are you looking for freedom in peace, freedom of abandonment, freedom of loneliness, or what type of freedom are you looking for? Freedom from financial burdens? What kind of freedom are you looking for? I want you to think about that, because that's an intense one. But when we have changes that come in, freedom definitely comes along with the package. Now let's move into our Sunday energy. Sunday's energy is our 10 and 2. So we're back to our 3 energies. So Sunday's that partnership again, as we had in the beginning of the week on Wednesday, which was the whole energy, which is actually today. And when we think about that 2, it's the partnership that we're going to have with everybody, our higher self, our neighbors, our friends, our family, ourself for that matter. And think about that 3 energy now, that collective communication, creativity, and manifesting. Now let's take those 3 numbers, the 1, 2, and 3, perfect combination, equals out to a 6 energy. Now, 6 is all about how are you nurturing yourself? How are you healing yourself? How are you stepping into a space of higher nurturing? How are you healing others? How are you healing others? So let's take a moment here just to take a breath. Take a breath. Just step back, take a breath, and ask yourself, how are you healing others? Now, I'd like to recap and move into our cards for the week. So when we think about Wednesday's energy, our first card for Wednesday, which is in reverse, it's all about our higher self. So this is the energy for today. Our higher self, which when we think about Wednesday's energy, which is today, is that partnership that we have with our higher self. The partnership that we have with our higher self. Do you have a partnership with your higher self? When was the last time you sat quietly and introduced yourself to your higher self? And that's the message I'm hearing for you for today, is to sit quietly and make that connection with your higher self. The number that's associated with this card is 11, which, interesting enough, that's what our numbers show up for the actual day, is 11. So that master number of 2, partnerships. Now, I like you to think about our chakras here, because with our card reading, we are connecting with an affirmation, a number, and also a chakra. And on this particular day, we are looking at the chakra for the Crown Chakra. So connecting with your crown and allowing yourself to see your Crown Chakra open as a portal, and allowing you to download more information and wisdom to come about with this powerful energy. Now, let's move into our Thursday energy. Our Thursday energy. So when we think about our Thursday energy, the card, the cosmic energy that goes with this is self-love. Excuse me. Self-love, which is interesting on how we have the higher self on Wednesday, followed by self-love on Thursday. Powerful combination. That self-love is also followed by 7-3. So we have that 7 about, again, reflecting and analyzing and sitting in meditation. The 3 is how you are communicating, which I think this is powerful because it actually goes along with the energy for Thursday. How these cards just fell out this way? Don't ask. Don't even know. So now we take our 7 and 3, we get a 10. So again, we're back to a 1 energy for self-love. So when we think about 1, it's that new beginning, but it's also leadership, independence, standing on your own. So it's taking a stand as you step into self-love. So that's our Thursday card. Now we're going to move into the Friday vibration. Our Friday vibration is in reverse. So message here is important. I'm going to turn it up right. And the affirmation we're looking at is focus. Focus. What are you focusing on? Where are your thoughts? What are you thinking about? Focus. Where are your thoughts? And then we think about the number associated. We have a 13. That 13 brings us down to a 4 energy. I'm so amazed by my cards right now because it's literally right in sync with the week. So amazing. I can't make this happen even if I try. It's how the universe works and how the energy works. So we have that 13, which is a 4, all about organizing ourselves. Then we have the chakra associated with our third eye. How are you going to visualize organization? How are you going to use your third eye to create organization and balance into your life? And let's not forget that when we have that 4 energy, it's also about leadership. Leadership. Stepping into your leadership role and working hard to get to that place. So that 4 energy is not about sitting back and being quiet. It's about working hard, stepping into your game. Let's move into our Saturday. Interesting enough, our Saturday energy is in reverse. And anyone listening today on our radio show, you just won yourself a free Reiki treatment. So to redeem your free Reiki treatment, all you have to do is in the comments and on the Facebook, all you have to do is indicate, yes, I'd like to receive my free Reiki treatment. Now, once you do, I will connect with you and set up an appointment. Reiki treatments will be done via Facebook video messenger. So we'll set up times from that point. Now, the number associated with our Reiki treatment is 000. 00. And as we mentioned before, 00s are always powerful numbers. They're just as powerful as any other number in numerology. So it's a 00, recognizing that anytime today or over the next 48 hours, you see a 00 somewhere, just know that whatever it is you're thinking about at that moment is manifesting. And the associated chakra is our heart center. Our heart center. So yes, as we think about a Reiki treatment, it is also about healing the heart center, healing from the heaviness. Now let's move into our last card for the week, and then we're going to probably be taking a commercial break and then coming back. But here is our last card for the week. Interesting enough, it is communication. Communication. How are you communicating? How are you communicating? And are you communicating differently this month than usual? Because after all, it is about new energy, new possibilities, new opportunities with communication. And the number associated, which is one of my favorite numbers, 12. 1 and 2. 1 is that new beginning. 2 is the partnerships you have with everyone around you. Even the strangers are partners. Always know that. Then we bring that down to a single digit, which brings us into our 3 energy. Collectively, every one of us are on the same energy in regards to creating, communicating, and also manifesting. And we have another 2 months, 3 months, let's say 2.5 months to go with this collective energy of 3. And the associated chakra with this card is our heart center, which, interesting enough, our Saturday card was our heart center, followed by our Sunday card, except our Sunday card is all about the self-healing, self-love, self-care. So I like to invite you, being that it is on Sunday, to take a moment to ask yourself, what can you do on Sunday that's going to replicate self-care, self-love, and self-healing? So that's our 7 cards, actually our 5 cards for the week as of Wednesday through Sunday. We're going to be taking a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to begin the astrological signs for each sign and give you the breakdown of the cards that represent each sign. So we'll be right back.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits preventing your growth and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRI@sherrysimpson, SIMPSON.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
Hello, Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Colon, the owner of Holistic Fitness located in Auburndale, Queens, certified personal trainer with 30 plus years experience. I have created body and soul transformation to help with releasing weight, decrease anxiety, decrease stress, decrease physical pain, improve sleep, and help gain confidence and more. To receive a free consultation, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I look forward to working with you. Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Cosmic Energy. For those of you just tuning in, I just gave a whole breakdown regarding the weekly forecast, and we're going to be diving into the astrological forecast for each sign. So remember to keep your pen and paper handy as we go through, but I'm going to be taking a call that's coming in before we dive into that. Who's our caller?
Hi, my name is Norma Velez.
Hello, Norma.
And good evening, Joanne.
How are you, Norma?
I'm good.
Very
I'm
good.
good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, and excited to be here and to share all the cosmic energy information. So in reference to your call for this evening...
It looks good.
Oh, thank you. Are you interested in getting some inspiration, or do you have a specific question you would like some guidance on?
I would like some inspiration on vulnerability. I have fear of being vulnerable in public. Even calling in to the radio station, I was feeling a little anxious because I'm afraid of being vulnerable in public or even being listened to by public.
Okay, so your question is you'd like to know how to go about being vulnerable?
No, how to go about dealing with that. Words of inspiration about how to deal with being afraid, the fear of vulnerability.
Fear of vulnerability. All right, so I'm going to just shake up the cards and see what card shows up for you to give you some inspiration of fear of vulnerability. Well, to start off with, I'd like to congratulate you because I think you're taking the first step right now by calling in. I mean, being vulnerable right there.
I know.
So congratulations. I want you to tap yourself on the shoulder and give yourself a big hug for doing just that, because that takes a lot of guts to get on the phone and to call and even ask the question that you're asking. So very powerful. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So here's your card of inspiration. And your card's in reverse. And what the card is showing for inspiration is manifestation. So I believe that all you really need to do is sit quietly and begin to visualize yourself being vulnerable, just as you are now. Being vulnerable, getting on the phone and reaching out to an entire world to get on radio and have this major conversation about vulnerability. So it's all about manifesting. So how you wish to manifest that vulnerability, you will manifest it. You will create it into your reality. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
Okay. And now the number associated with this to help you with the manifestation is 1 and 9. So 1 is all about that new beginning. So again, right now, right here, as we are, you are in a new beginning. You're in a new process of making a bigger connection by reaching out and making this phone call and having this conversation. So you just literally broke open the door. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. It's exciting.
Yes. And then you have the 9 energy. So anytime we get a new beginning, theoretically speaking, there's always got to be something to come to an end. And in order for that new beginning to happen, you get that 9. So it's about things that you've been doing to transform and transition, to complete, to let go of, to get to the space of wanting to be more vulnerable. So that's really powerful. And when you add those two numbers together, we get back to a 1 again. So stepping into your leadership role, which is what you're doing. And what I like to challenge you on, besides for today, because this is a big challenge for you, this is awesome for you, but I like to challenge you to continue to do something where you step into your vulnerability role every day until the end of October. So we are on October 16th, so you have about 16 days of vulnerability to do. Do you think you can handle that challenge?
I will.
Excellent, excellent. Now, in reference to the the chakra associated with this card is your crown chakra. Now, the crown is associated right above your head. And when we think about the crown chakra, Norma, I know you meditate, yes?
Yes, a lot.
Okay. So when you think about your crown chakra, I like you to think about it when you meditate the next time, is literally think about your crown chakra opening up like a portal. And when it opens up as a portal, you're going to be downloading wisdom and knowledge. And what I like you to do when you go to bed each night, I like you to literally say to your higher self, I am open to receiving wisdom and knowledge in a variety of areas to help me become a smarter, better person. How's that sound to you?
It sounds good. I will do.
And with that being said, that will actually help you to manifest more and step into the space of vulnerability. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay? All right.
It sounds good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I have to try it.
Yes, you definitely do. It's just a matter before going to bed, as you lay down, you literally have a conversation with your higher self saying, higher self, allow my portal to open and allow me to download additional wisdom and knowledge to help me become more vulnerable. And see what happens. Do it for the next 16 days.
Okay, I will do it.
All right. I thank you so much for reaching out to us. And again, congratulations on taking that first step into your vulnerability and reaching out on the radio. So congratulations for that.
Thank you. And thank you for taking my call. And I also want to thank Strong Island Radio for taking my call as well.
Well, we thank you so much for being here. Thank you and have a blessed night.
You too. Have a good night. Bless you.
Thank you. All right. So any other callers who are interested in coming in, should you not know the number is 516-945-9099. Feel free to call in and ask your questions or gain some inspiration. While we're waiting on that, I'm going to dive into our astrological signs. I'm going to start off with October. After all, we're in October. So the cards are showing up for October. The insight for October, the card is in reverse, and we're looking at freedom. Freedom. And I think we were just speaking about freedom based off our weekly forecast. So when we think about freedom, what comes to your mind? How can you free yourself? How can you free yourself, and where do you want to free yourself from? What element in your life? Do you want to have freedom in your career? Do you want to have freedom with money? Do you want to have freedom to travel? Do you want to have freedom in your relationships? Do you want to have freedom in helping other people? Do you want to have freedom in fame? Where do you want freedom to show up in your life? And the associated chakra is our root chakra. And when we think about being free, we do need to be grounded. We need to be grounded so this way here we can sustain ourselves as we go through this process of freedom. So reminding yourself to get grounded each and every day. And a tip on how to do that, go hug a tree. It's the best and most easiest way to literally ground yourself. Go wrap your arms around a tree and just be one with the tree. The numerology associated with this card is the number 14. So it's all about, again, that new beginning, which is what we're in for October. And it's all about the 4 energy. The 4 is all about that balance and leadership and working hard, and brings us into a 5 energy. So again, back to that change. The changes you're going to make so you can endure the freedom that's coming into your life. Endure the freedom that's coming into your life. That was the card associated with our Libra energy for October. We're going to be moving into our November energy. November, Scorpio. I love the Scorpios. Love the Scorpio energies. And let's see what we have in store for Scorpios. All those Scorpios out there. I believe Bobby's a Scorpio. All right, here we go. Transformation for you Scorpios out there. So what are you going to transform from? What changes? Now, our first card for our Libra energy was all about freedom, which, interesting enough, matches really well. And now we have transformation. So what are you transforming from? What are you going to step up to? I like to use the word leveling up. Are you ready to level up with transformation? And now let's talk about the chakra associated with this card, which is yellow, which is all about the solar plex. So when we think about transformation, yes, it could be a little scary. It can cause you to get a little nervous. However, let's work on the solar plex and step into a space of feeling secure and safe and trusting that you're exactly where you need to be during your transformation. As we move into our transformation, the number associated with this is 18. So again, we have that 1 energy of new beginnings. And when we have our 8 energy, it's about abundance. And after all, as you transform, you're going to definitely be stepping into abundance of energy. Now, we have that 1 and 8, which brings us to our 9. Our 9, again, is about decluttering, letting go of what doesn't serve or no longer fits. And that leads you into transformation. So it's a powerful, powerful message for all you Scorpios out there. Thinking about for the remaining portion of October, what will you be transforming from and into? Powerful. I love it. Now we're going to move into our Sagittarius energy for December. Interesting card to pop up for December. Karmic completion. End of the year. How perfect is that? I swear to you guys, I'm just not making this stuff up. This is just all happening. The energy is flowing. Here we have karmic completion. So your Sagittarius is out there. What karmic energy will you be completing? And as we do complete karmic energy, once again, we need to be grounded. We need to be grounded. And that's a chakra that's associated with this card is getting grounded. Because as you go through the process of working on your karmic completion, what I'm hearing in reference to the karmic completion is perhaps even going and getting yourself an Akashic record reading, which can really help hand in hand in having a karmic completion. And if you're not sure what an Akashic record reading is, well, it's the blueprint of your life. It talks about your past, your present, and even your future. So to learn more about that, you can definitely reach out to me through email, healingwithin76@gmail.com. Moving on to our karmic completion for Sagittarius, the number associated is 1. So yes, as you have a completion, you obviously are having a new beginning to something in your life that this karmic energy is connected to. So I'm really loving that Sagittarius energy. As we move into January, our Capricorns, I love it. New beginnings. And wouldn't that be interesting on how it is a new beginning? January pulls us into the new year of 2020. New beginnings. What new things are going to be taking place in your lives, Capricorn? What new things are taking place in your lives? I also want to point out that as I go through the astrological signs, make note that this is not just for the sun sign. This is also related to your moon and rising sign. And take a note of your astrological chart to see where else these specific signs sit. Now, if you're not aware of what your astrological chart is, you can always go to what I think the site's called astro.com and plug in all your information from your birthday to your full name and where you were born, and you'll get an actual natal chart all set up for you, and you get a better understanding to what your astrological information is all about. So as we focus in on this Capricorn energy with this new beginning, it's about breaking down those doors, as I say, as we are in October, that 1 energy. January has a different 1 energy because it's not followed by a 0. It's just as powerful, but not followed by a 0. And that's the actual energy we have with our numerology here is 1. Our associated chakra is the Crown Chakra. So utilizing a new beginning on how you are going to connect with your Crown Chakra. How are you going to connect? Perhaps you're not familiar with meditation. Perhaps it's not something you do on a regular basis. Maybe as you move into this new beginning for this month of October, you develop a new practice in meditation. So I'm leaving you with that, Capricorns, Caps out there. We're going to move into one of my other favorite signs, which is Aquarius, which is my moon sign. And for you Aquarius out there, you're going to love this one. It's all about the Queen and King. The Queen and King. During the month of October, you Aquarius out there, make yourself available. Get out there. Get into the clubs, get into the bars, you know what? Let's skip the bars and clubs. Let's come down to Strong Island, Paradise Studios, and see who you can meet. Your queen or king may very well be here. So with that being said, you need to be available. You need to get yourself out. Get yourself away from whatever it is you're doing. Get a little play into your game so you can meet the man or woman of your dreams. The associated chakra is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is all about a rebirth, your confidence, your self-esteem. And when we think about a rebirth, yes, you are being reborn into a relationship with your king or queen. Then we have the powerful number 2, which is all about our partnerships. So take a moment and ask yourself, if you are single, know that it's your time as Aquarius to go out there and meet your king or queen. If you are in a relationship, know it's time to shake up things in that relationship to make it new again. For the king and queen, start asking yourself, do you refer to your partner as a king or queen? And are you treating them such as? A good question. I leave you with that. We're moving into Pisces energy. Pisces energy, which again, I love Pisces energy because it's my energy. It's my sun sign. So let's talk about Pisces. And it is in reverse. So powerful message for the Pisces out there. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. So Pisces, I want to ask you, are you showing yourself unconditional love? Are you showing others unconditional love? How is unconditional love showing up in your world? Now let's really think about the word unconditional love. What does that really mean? Loving somebody with no conditions. That's what it means. Loving somebody with no conditions. So it's not about, I will only love you if you do this for me. You will love them no matter what. So I'd like you to think about that, Pisces. So focusing on for the next 2.5 weeks of October, or actually 2 weeks of October, focusing on how unconditional love comes into your life and how you actually provide unconditional love to others. Associated chakra is the sacral again, which we just had that in the Aquarius energy. So when we think about the sacral, for you Pisces out there, this one's really about stepping into your confidence. Stepping into your confidence. Being confident enough to love somebody unconditionally. So you're taking away your ego, you're stepping out of the ego phase, and you're really stepping into a space of your heart. So this is not logical. This is not about how much am I going to think about this. This is about really stepping into your heart and truly loving this person for who they are. After all, they could very well be your soulmate, which is why you're connected. Now, when we think about our numerology here, we have a 9 and 6. The 9 is all about transformation, clearing out all of the things that causes your ego to play a huge role, and really stepping into that heart center place of forgiveness, of love, of joy, of peace, of freedom for that matter. I just heard that word, freedom. And this allows you to feel unconditional love for self and for others. Remember, you must have unconditional love for self first before you can actually push it out to someone else. Then we have that 6 energy. 6 is all about how you are healing. And when you can step into a relationship with unconditional love, you are healing. And I'd like you to note that relationships is not just about the intimate relationships. It's unconditional love to your children, unconditional love to your siblings, unconditional love to your coworkers, unconditional love to your neighbors, and again, to the strangers as well. Now let's take those 2 numbers together and bring it into a 15 energy, which brings us back to our 6. So with this energy for you Pisces out there, this is all about how you are healing yourself so you can really have the unconditional love in your heart. Leaving you with that. Moving into our Aries energy. Aries, good old Aries out there. Aries, for the month of the remaining portion of October, we're moving into career change. So perhaps you've been thinking about wanting a new job. Perhaps you've been thinking about walking away from your 9 to 5 and stepping into a space of having freedom to perhaps work at the time that you want to start work. Perhaps maybe 11 o'clock in the afternoon, you may want to start work. So in order to do that, you need to change your career. And this is a perfect opportunity to doing. Interesting enough, this full moon that we just had emphasized the factor that unlimited job opportunities are actually available. So if you are in the process of thinking about changing your career, Aries, this is a perfect opportunity to do just that. Let's talk about the chakra associated, our third eye. A great way to create and visualize a new career coming into your path. And I'd like to ask you to think about what it is you would like to do as opposed to what you are already doing, which brings us into our number, which is 7. Let's think about where you were, where you are, and where you like to go with your career change. So that's our energy when we have Aries. So think about it, meditate on it, and allow your career to change. If you are not happy with the career you have, this is a perfect opportunity to start putting out those resumes. Rewrite your resume for that matter, or step into your purpose. As we move into May, our Taurus energy, folks. Taurus, your card is all about intuition. How are you using your intuition? How are you using your intuition? And are you using your intuition? Are you using your intuition? Do you even know what your intuition is? Well, here's a little nutshell on intuition. Intuition is the little butterflies that go on in your stomach. Or when you get that gut feeling of something not being right, or that gut feeling of, oh, this is the best way, the best thing I should be doing, that's your intuition. I like you to learn to listen to it because it's actually your second brain. I like to think it's our first brain. If we could really start working with our intuition and using that where we get our wisdom and knowledge from, we'd be really powerful. So this is for you Taurus out there. Concentrate on using your intuition during the remaining portion of October. Now, our associated chakra is the root chakra. When you work with your intuition, yes, you do need to be grounded. You do need to find a way to stay focused so you can really connect on a deeper level to your intuition. You have to focus and you have to be productive. You can't have your brain all over the place. You can't be multitasking. You have to stay focused. You have to go inward, awaken, and become enlightened. So get yourself grounded. Associated number here is 2 and 4. 2 is all about the partnership you're going to have with yourself and also with your higher self, which is where the intuition comes from. That 4 is all about how are you going to find the balance to be able to balance your mind, body, and spirit so you can connect with your intuition. And when we think about the single digit to this number, it's a 6 energy. That 6 is, as you work on your intuition, you're going to begin to heal from within. So I'm leaving you with that message, Taurus. Heal from within by applying your intuition into action. All right, we're moving into June. The Geminis out there, those powerful Geminis. Interesting card that follows from intuition from the Taurus. Geminis, it's your month to heal. It is your month to heal. It is your month to let go of the heaviness that sits in your heart and really dive into healing. Work on getting to that place of forgiveness. Work on getting into that place of letting go of the heaviness that you've been walking around with. And as you do begin to step into what the associated chakra is, self-love, which is your heart center. Your heart center in base of visualizing the color pink to bring in more self-love and self-care. Associated numbers with this card is number 6, which brings us back to healing, nurturing yourself. And as you heal and nurture yourself, you actually become a better healer for others. This is the information for Geminis. So focusing in on your heart center and really getting into a place of healing. My next favorite sign of all signs is Cancer, which is my rising sign. And I love the card that's popping up for you Cancers. You guys are powerful. That's the affirmation. Powerful. How are you using your power in the month of October? How are you using your power in the month of October? Well, I want you to sit with that for a minute. I want you to think about that question. How are you using your power? Because you are powerful people. You are powerful people that can create anything and everything in your life. All you have to do is set your mind to it. And I'm going to take it one step further and say, rather than just stepping your mind to it, focus on writing down what it is you want to create. Because once you write it and you read it out loud, you've already created it. That's how powerful you are. Now, let's look at the associated chakra. It's your solar plex. Solar plex, which interesting enough, which was called beforehand about intuition. In order to really step into your power, you have to trust your intuition. You have to trust that you're feeling secure about yourself and feeling safe about yourself. If you are feeling worried and doubtful and in a space of insecurities, your power is not going to be dominating. You have to step into a space of feeling secure and trusting that this power that you do have is within you. And that's for the remaining portion of October. So take advantage of it. This is a powerful month for you to create exactly what it is you want to create. No matter what it is, it could be your finances, a new relationship, a new car, a new home, a new business. Anything the word new falls under, you are powerful enough to create it. The numerology that goes associated with this is 4-4. It's a master number. Master number. That 4-4 is about, again, leadership, balance, organizing. And yes, when we think about powerfulness, it means you're working hard to get what you want. And most often, those of you who are 4 energy, whether you're born in April, whether you're born on the 4th day of the month, you work hard to get what you want, and you always get it. That's how powerful this 4 energy is. Now, when we take the double 4, it brings us to an 8 energy. That 8 energy is all about the abundance. And as you step into creating your powerfulness, you're going to create abundance in every area of your life. So that's for you Cancers out there. I'm hoping that you're sitting at the edge of your seat with excitement, because that's powerful information for you guys. Let's move into our gentle Leos, which are not so gentle. They're Leos. And the card is in reverse. So here you go, Leos. You're going to love this one. Financial abundance. How are you creating financial abundance in your life for the month of October? The last 2 weeks of October is your time. Your time, this is your energy to create financial abundance. Financial abundance in every area. Your career, bring it in. And remember, if you're not in a career that's serving you the most highest self, it's time to get into a career that serves your most highest self so you can have the financial abundance and know that you already do. All you have to do is say that I am in financial abundance. And what I like all of you to do out there, whether you're a Leo or not, I like you to all repeat, I am in financial abundance. I am receiving financial abundance. Financial abundance follows me all around. And sit with that for a little while. The associated chakra with this card is your third eye. So I always like to say we are the creators of our experiences. We are the creator to everything we have in our life. We are the creator to everything we don't have in our lives. If you don't have something that you want to have, you need to start using your third eye more. Activate your third eye. Third eye sits right between the eyebrows. Activate it. Start using it. Start using it to create the financial abundance you want in your life. Now, the number associated with this card is 1 and 7. We already know what the 1 is. It's all about new beginnings, folks. Start breaking down the doors. The 7 is about how you are reflecting on your financial abundance. Are you sitting in despair of not having enough finances? Are you sitting in despair of feeling like you need to just have more? Or are you sitting in a space of gratitude? Sitting in a space of knowing that, wow, I just received this unexpected check for whatever the amount is, and being gratitude about it. When we think of 1 and 7, it brings us into an 8 energy. And 8 is all about the abundance, the balance, the infinity. And I like to think of the word infinity as unlimited possibilities of financial abundance strolling into your life. That's a powerful card for you, Leos. Powerful card. All right, Virgos, you last but not least folks out there. I love my Virgos. My daughter's a Virgo. The card that's showing up here is also in reverse. And that card is Master Teacher. Master Teacher, what does Master Teacher actually mean? Well, that means you're taking your craft to a next level. It means you're possibly going to start teaching whatever it is that you're the master of. It also may mean that you're going to be taking it to another level. So whatever it is you're currently doing, you might decide to become a master in something. So think about that insight for just a moment. Are you going to start teaching something, or are you going to start taking whatever it is you're currently doing and taking it up to a different level? What I'm hearing from many of you Virgos out there, it's time for you to start teaching. It's time for you to take whatever it is you're currently doing and become a mentor. Take somebody under your wing and start teaching them what you already know. This way here, it's almost like you make a clone. A clone. I love that. I love that word. Clone. Now let's look into the chakra associated with this card. We're looking at the third eye again, which seems to be flaring up with a lot of the astrological signs here is the third eye. Using your third eye to create the master teacher you want. What I'm also hearing with this master teacher is be open-minded and aware that there's going to be many new people coming into your path that's actually going to take you under their wing as well, so they can help you step up to another level in your life. So perhaps if you're not a master teacher already, there is a mentor coming in who's going to help you become a master teacher. And utilize your third eye to create that. Now let's talk about the number associated with this card. This is 3 and 8. We're back into our 3 energy from the collective energy from 2019. So again, creating, communicating, and manifesting. And then we have an 8 that follows pursuit with this, which is all about the abundance. The abundance. Abundance in your life in every area. Let's take those two numbers and add them together. We get an 11 energy, which follows in the pursuit of master. When we think about numerology, any number that repeats itself is a master number. And it just means that that number on a single level is taken to a higher level. So when you think about that 11, it's a powerful 2 on a higher level, which is where master number comes into place. So for you Virgos out there, it's time to step up your game. It's time to take your craft to a higher level. Time to perhaps start thinking about teaching what your craft is, taking somebody under your belt to become a mentor, and also be open-minded and alert that there's going to be people coming into your path to help you take your craft to a higher level. So that's the energy for us, the Virgos out there. Powerful energy for the astrological signs out there. How are we all feeling based on this energy that we have going on for each and one of our signs? Now, when we think about the cosmic energy and numerology and affirmations, all of these things are here to help you raise your vibration, reset your energy, and gain clarity. Now, one of the things I like to leave you with before the show comes to an end is recognizing that anything you're looking to manifest in your life, you must be a vibrational match to it. And what does that actually mean? A vibrational match means you have to be thinking what it is you want to create. So if you are focusing on feeling less abundant or lonely or disappointed or frustrated, you have to change those thoughts. And you got to get into a space of feeling gratitude and appreciation and know that whatever it is you're looking to have, you already have it. This way here, you can become a vibrational match to what it is you truly want to manifest. Otherwise, again, all the journaling, meditating, and sitting in your third eye is not going to do much for you until you become a vibrational match to what it is you're looking to create. I do hope that you found today's cosmic energy forecast to be insightful and that I've given you some amazing inspiration to help you push through the remaining portion of October. And I do look forward to connecting with you next month, the second Wednesday of the month at 5 p.m. This is Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your host of Joanne's Cosmic Energy Forecast. Have yourself a blessed night and connect with you next month.